we go. It was 7 o'clock when she let me in and said, "Now son, jump down in there. Go, come on, oh yeah." She looked down, she looked down, spotted, and it's coming for it. Little while, go, come on, oh yeah. She just sweet right on there. By the way she dances, get your mind to hang, get your own jack. Oh, it's 7 o'clock, time for the party. What you want to see? It's 7 o'clock, time for the party. Oh, yeah, shit. Oh, yeah, baby. Wow. Yeah. Woo-hoo. I asked the little but she turned me away. She couldn't take me far another day. Go, oh yeah. Love me once, love me twice. She got a hold of my dirty eyes like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. She just sweet laid on there. But I like the way she dances. Get your mind on bones. Get you all jack. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Time for the party. What you want to see? It's 7 o'clock. Time for the party. What you want to feel? It's 7 o'clock. Time for the party. What you want to see? It's 7 o'clock. Time for the party. Oh, yeah, see that? Oh, yeah, baby. Come on. Yeah, woo-hoo. All right. All right.
Uncle, I don't love you anymore. But when I see her, just nothing walking. To see her child like me. She sat there, smoking all night. Cigarettes and a depot. Said 3. Couldn't cry, couldn't cry. She said, "Oh, I don't love you anymore." I was slaying showing dog in a room in the morning. Please don't look to me
Every time I see a face, reminds me, baby, of all we had. It gets so lonely. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Our whole lives up in bed. Walking seemed an endless. I say my prayers every night, but even God don't she can't walk it. Sitting in the mall, sucking on a cigarette, looking at the world like sweetest thing I ever met. Hell of a life, really of the life. Sipping double scotch, going out of style. Up and down, whispering in my ear. Never alone, she can't walk it. It's hard.
Ball coming to you from the waterfront in Norwich. It's a lovely sunny day here. We're very lucky. And right now I'm joined by the second.
These are all coming out to spoil everything
of tonight's
as usual.
guests. Oh, Iron Maiden are walking past. They've had a listening party here. I'm joined by
heavy rock
Spike and Guy from Quireboys. Welcome
Hello.
back to MTV. Nice to see you guys
Thank
again.
you.
Now, you've played a few warm-up club gigs. How does it feel to be back in the UK after 2 years?
It's great, man. We just want to keep going. I mean, we've got to go home tomorrow, but it's, you know...
Nice weather.
We're just going to see if any pubs will have us for lunchtime
it was great.
session tomorrow.
It was great to be back again after... when was the last time we played? 2 years?
Yeah, that's 2
it's
years.
like you see everybody's like grown up now. And there's all these younger little kids there.
What I was trying to say is all the little girls are growing up.
Now, you guys have a pretty jet-setting lifestyle now. How important is England to you?
Oh, I mean, it's like come back to the real world. You know?
Yeah.
We always have to come back.
Yeah, I think it's at the minute it's the most important thing for us. You know, we've got to come back. And 2 years is a long time to be away.
It wasn't our choice that we went away to do this. I mean, it was just. I mean, we recorded parts of it in London at Mayfair Studios, but it was mainly because Bob Rock was working in Vancouver. He lives in Vancouver, and he's just bought a place in Maui or something, so we went there.
Okay, well, we'll come on to that in a minute, actually. After the end of your last tour, why did you go straight to Ireland to start writing songs? Why didn't you kind of take a little bit of a break and have a rest? Why did you want to go straight?
No, the thing was, after the plan was...
the first plan.
The first plan A was to go straight to Ireland, write loads of songs, and which we did, and we'd had everything finished by about April. So we were going to start the album in May, but then it ended up being...
That's when Plan B kicked in, which was we didn't actually start until September.
We're on Plan Z at the minute.
I mean, did you feel under any pressure when you sat down to write the new album, which is called Bittersweet and Twisted, I might add, you know, because of the success of your debut album?
No, I don't know, the temptation is to sort of write it like, you know, we sort of did before. Like the Temptations. But no, it came really easily. Lies.
Actually, what happened, we went to Ireland and we slept for the first month because we were shattered.
Well, I can believe
and
that.
we were living in like this little shop, and stuff. And then we wrote basically, I mean, everything came pretty quick, really. But we wrote a few more songs in Vancouver, and we're doing pre-production.
Right.
So this will not happen again. There will not be this gap for the next album because we've got nearly half of that.
Yeah, we did about 25 songs and like a load of stuff we haven't used.
24 with Bob Rock.
Cool.
So we've got still a lot of others that are still on demos.
Okay, well, we'll talk some more in a little while, if you could stay with me, because right now we've got some more music on Headbangers Ball. We're going to see a Quireboys video chosen for you by Spike and Guy. What have you chosen for us?
This is the one about in Newcastle, isn't it? Newcastle, when they played with the Rolling Stones. There she goes again.
From Quireboys are still with me on the Headbangers Ball from Norwich. We're talking about their new album, Bittersweet and Twisted. Could you give
Norwich, it's the gig of the week.
For those of you who don't know, Norwich is the home of a very famous quiz show called Sale of the Century. Anyway, could you guys give us a bit of a preview of the new album?
Good tape recorder.
Yeah.
Nah, there's some, I mean, it's a mixture of like, there's like songs that we wrote a long time ago, which we totally redone and, you know, so there's still bits of, what am I talking about?
Yeah.
Right. There's some
It's
basic
like sort of road song. A lot of the stuff was about what happened to us when we were out, because I mean, for 2 years that was our whole life, and so it's hard to come back and write about.
It was weird, you know, because you go away and you're like, it's totally different. It's like a big bubble, you know.
in the third division as soon as you come back.
I know what you mean.
You know, it's really weird when it's like, you know, it's totally, you know, you've got like an apartment and a girlfriend and everything when you're there, and then you leave and you come back and you got nothing. Because she's left you, and then you go.
And all this shit happens, like, you know, like that San Francisco earthquake. You don't know a thing about it, you know. And
what's that?
It's like living in a very small
you don't hear
world,
about anything until about 3 days later. You know, this sort of.
I read in an interview that you said that some of the lyrics were quite vicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he's a soft touch that you see with women.
Oh,
he gives them all his money and houses and stuff.
Don't take that bit out.
There's also 3 ballads on the album. Could you tell me a little bit about those?
Take No Revenge, The Last Time, and King of New York.
They're pretty different though. It's not like, you know, it's not your sort of power ballad shit. They're all like fairly different. And so we felt there was room for them because we had so many songs. We could have like chucked loads of stuff off, but we felt there was like room for the three because they were pretty different.
They're all different styles.
Yeah. What kind of impact did producer Bob Rock have on you guys? How did he make you work in the studio and so on?
I think just with him, his great strength is like the sounds he gets with drums and guitars and stuff. The bed tracks are really tough.
And he took with Hawaii.
Well, that can't be bad.
That was okay.
No, and you played pretty live in the studio, I believe.
We'd done 22, 24 songs in 10 days.
That's very quick.
Yeah, it was all done. I mean, we were doing like a couple of songs a day.
Yeah,
it was all done, you know. So.
Work rate was pretty high. It's just that doing the whole length of it was so disjointed that we took like about 6 months at the end to record.
It didn't actually take that long to do. It was just like having breaks off. And,
and it's hard to concentrate as well. You know, when you're coming back to something instead of just finishing it all off.
Absolutely.
Because we usually work that way. But, you know, we sort of muddled through it.
Okay, well, we'll talk a little bit more about the recording of the album in a moment, but we've got some more music coming up on Headbangers Ball. This is the show where we let the metal do the talking, and we're going to see another video. Stay with us.
Satan says, brush your teeth every day.
Liz out on location in sunny Norwich with Quireboys, and Spike and Guy are still with me. We've got a few more minutes to talk. We were talking about the recording process, and you mentioned that you did record it in 2 separate countries. Which countries were they, and why did you decide to do that?
Well, Vancouver, because Bob Rock lives there, basically, and you know, we actually recorded in Vancouver studios and Little Mountain studios there, Lahaina Sound in Maui, and Mayfair Studios and Air Studios in London.
Because we wrote a song when we were in Maui.
In Love Blind.
And he wanted Bob. Didn't have the desk that he wanted available anywhere else, so he had to come over to Air to do it. He's like, it's very sort of fussy like that. Yeah.
So did you find it difficult to get motivated in Hawaii? Because I guess there was surfing and
I didn't do anything.
Snorkeling and swimming.
I was in the studio from 12 every day.
Yeah. I used to just pop in and say, sounds great, and I'll be down the beach.
He was on the telephone most of the time though.
And was it true you gave up drinking, Spike?
Yeah, he didn't. He was smashed the entire time. Can you remember being there?
Is that the place with the sun? Yeah.
There's actually a journalist turned up at 7:30 in the morning. He turned up with a bottle of wine at the door, and he says, somebody's here to see you.
I didn't have a clue. I'd been it's quite a nice place, but you have to make your own entertainment after about 1 o'clock in the morning because it's like
we were at the bit where
closes,
it was like where you take you. Yeah, it was like it wasn't the party side of the island. It was like the. Yeah. We recorded it in George Benson's studio in a shopping mall.
Oh really?
Like and it was like one of them karaoke things. You could hear everything you could hear it outside when everybody was shopping and stuff.
How bizarre.
Actually, it was weird because all the vocals I did now were redone in London.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a bit of a waste of time.
It's a bit of a waste of time, really.
Well, there you have the story.
That's what happens when I keep drinking.
keep drinking, Spike. Now, why did you choose to write with an outside person? You wrote a song with Jim Valance, which is, aside from Willie from The Grip, who you wrote Whipping Boy with, that's the first time you've written out.
Well,
Willie, we was drunk around my house.
Yeah. Well, Jim Valance worked a lot with a couple of people that Bob Rock had done, and Sharon at the time told us it might be just go down for a day
and
see what comes up. Yeah, R.A.N.R. man.
And he wouldn't let us smoke in his studio there, so we just went, right, we'll do something really quick, add a verse. He had a chorus and he wrote the middle bit.
And it all came together?
Yeah,
well, I'd already had the verse, he had the chorus.
I think it's one of the better songs as well. It's a lot different than what we do usually. Well, no, not really.
We just wanted to get in, get out. And,
so we did it in about a morning.
He rang up the other week and he says, what happened to that song?
Are you going to use it? We just finished
recording it. Use it as well, we just finished recording it.
Okay.
We got 12 cellos in here doing it in a minute. You know?
Now, you've just lost your management, Sharon Osbourne. Now, is that partly the reason that the album's been put back to September?
Yes, and no. But with Sharon, she's not retiring or anything, which she's still looking after us and she's still doing her things. But I think she felt that she didn't have enough time to, she's got a film she's writing or something like that.
A book as well, I think.
Yeah, and all that. So it's, we've been with her for quite a while, we had a great time. We're all still
very good friends.
Good, that's nice to know.
Barry Sheen. And so now with Steve Bonnet and Stuart Young.
And who else do they manage?
AC/DC and Gary Moore.
Oh, of course. Cool.
Yeah.
That'll be good for
So,
you.
Yeah.
We met a lot of people, and I'm very grateful to all the other managers that we met.
Good.
Yeah, the thing is, it's got to be. It's funny in a way because it's something we've got to do quick for the record, but it's also a decision that's going to. We don't, it's going to affect the rest of the professional lives. I mean, we don't want to be in the same position again, like in a year's time. But we're really confident at the minute.
Yeah.
Well,
Sound
thank
like
you.
a footballer, don't we?
Thank you very much for
Game
taking
of two
time out
halves.
to talk to us. And
Can
we'll
I just thank everybody for the gigs in Buckley,
Of course you can.
Liverpool and Walsall
Walsall.
the other night. They were
Cheers.
brilliant. Thank you
Right.
very much. Sorry about losing my voice.
And here at Headbangers Ball, we'll be watching out for the album in September. Maybe we could catch up with you again when it's released and
Yeah,
talk some
sure.
more.
Right,
Definitely.
Okay, well, good luck with that. Bittersweet and Twisted, that's
Yeah.
the name to remember in September. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're going to take another short break here on the Headbangers Ball from Norwich. After that, I'll be bringing you a Canadian triple play featuring
I
the
thought they
new
were
video.
Scandinavian.
Featuring the new video from a band called Big House, and then we'll be meeting up with Mr. Big. So I'll see you there.